Welcome to my documentary called The City of Hate, which is about the city of Chicago. The city of Chicago has been around a long time since Jean Dusable Baptiste. He discovered Chicago, but blacks that actually didn't start migrating here until the 1950s, 60s, or whatever. People were coming. Majority of people were coming from states such as Arkansas and Mississippi to get away from oppression and racism that was going on down south, and the hanging of many blacks that was going on down south. Also, you have other ethnicities as well, but Chicago has always been pretty much predominantly black. But now in 2025, a lot of people have left. Millions of people have left because of the crime rate and different things. Um, Chicago is still one of the most segregated cities in America. Also, every neighborhood, like no other city, every neighborhood, every ethnicity, every nationality has their own neighborhood. If you come to Chicago and you take the rail line from 35th, no, from Chinatown, it's all Chinese people, and you have a few others from other like Asian countries, but it's mostly people from like Chinatown, like that's from China. And if you walk around and you not don't speak Chinese, they're gonna say they don't speak English, or they're gonna say something in Chinese. So you're gonna know, get from over there. Even though it has integrated because of other ethnicities, and they have put other buildings around close to Chinatown. Um, it's Chinatown. It's still Chinatown. Like 21st Michigan, that's predominantly black. Then when you go on the other side, you get all Chinese people. So every group of people stay in their own neighborhood. Like you got, like when you get to 35th, you got the black side, and then you got Bridgeport. Bridgeport has been predominantly Irish Americans for years, and you can't even well, I don't know about 2025, but years ago, growing up, I was born 92. So you couldn't even buy a house in Bridgeport. They wouldn't even let you buy a house if you look like me, or look like, if you wasn't Irish descent or Caucasian descent. So yeah. Then you have areas like when you get to 47. 47, you have the black side, and then you got the Mexican side. The Mexican side is called black back of the yards. Then you got the black side of 47 when you get towards King Drive, Cottage Grove, Rose, St. Lawrence Streets like that. But the other side of 47, like which is Kedzie, Pulaski, is most predominantly Mexican American. You have other cultures that's you have other Hispanic cultures as well, but it's predominantly Mexican American. Also, when you get to 55th, you got the black side and you got the Mexican side. When you get to 55th, Pulaski is mostly Mexican. You got other Hispanic cultures that try to come integrate into the neighborhood, and they do that well. They all speak the same language, so it's no issue. Then you just got the other side of 55th, which is predominantly black, like King Drive, Cottage Grove, State Street, from State to King Drive. Then you got 63rd, predominantly black, until you get to 63rd, and like Pulaski, then you're going to start to see Mexican Americans. So everybody is there in their own neighborhood. Then you get to 79th. You got from 79th to the State to Pulaski is predominantly black. But then that's the only neighborhood. Well, then you got on the other side, 79th and Pulaski, where it's Mexican and other Hispanic cultures. So there is pretty much blacks and Mexicans over there in the area, in the neighborhood. But every neighborhood has their own group of people that live around them. Like you have, when you get to 87, you got half of 87 from state to Kedzie or whatever, or Pulaski. That's black. And then when you get to 87 Pulaski or Cicero, then you're going to see mostly Mexican American and other ethnicities. No one wants to live around blacks. Blacks have known for been making the news. They have been known for making the news in Chicago. So everybody is in their own group. Everybody is in their own lane, own group. You can't come over here. If you come over here in our neighborhood, we're going to watch you because you're black. Even our schools, this is so messed up, sound messed up, what I'm about to say. Even our schools in Chicago are segregated. You have predominantly all black schools. You got all Mexican schools. You got Chinese schools. You got mostly all Jewish schools. Then you got all Italians. They got their own school. Then you got mostly Hispanic schools, Puerto Rican and Mexican schools, you know, in the same school combined. Then you have other schools where it's mostly African and Jamaican. Yeah, Chicago is really segregated. So when other people that's Chicagoans go to other states and they see the diversity and the integration, it kind of confuses people. Like, I know you like, I know you like, 'cause we going through some racist things that people don't want to feel comfortable even talking about in Chicago. Yeah. Also, Chicago has been known for, hands down, we have the best food. We have the best food in the United States. Chicago has the best hot dogs, the best Italian beef, the best chicken, the best shrimp, you name it, the best Mexican food. Zaca Taco, 71st Pulaski, and a lot of other little restaurants. Goose Island. We have a lot of different stuff. Heroes. We have some of the best food, and I think that's why a lot of other cities are mad. Chicago is a city. I'm going to say it how the way I'm going to say it. Chicago, either you're a leader or a follower. You know, you're gonna be like the other people around the world. You're gonna follow the trend. Whatever's popular is popular, and you're gonna do it because it's popular. You have certain people like that as well. But we got our style of dressing from, I'm not going to say everybody because we all our own individual. We got our style from Big Daddy Kane and Kool G Rap. The Pellies, the Tims, and the SummerSlam came from New York. A relative of mine used to go to New York to get clothes and sell them back for hire. So yeah, we got our Pellies. The Lowians started the Pellies, and they got that from New York, and the Tims, and then they spread it elsewhere. So we have some of the coldest hairstylists in Chicago. We have some of the most hating motherfuckers in the world. Like, I know you like you really, we all have the same 24 hours, but I just know you lying. God know you lying. I know you lying. Ain't no way. So you know, but if you're from Chicago, you know how to move. You should know how to move. Like, when you about to be successful, real successful, you have to move in silence, because if you don't move in silence, Your life can be shortened because you have a bunch of hating ass motherfuckers that don't want to see you go up. Crabs in the bucket ass people that don't want to see you make it, regardless, because they feel like, I guess this their ideology. If my mama or my grandmama didn't make it, or my sister or my auntie or my daddy, why do you think you about to make it out and become a millionaire, become real successful? Oh, you a threat, you a problem. So I think I'm about to take you out your club. This is the mentality of so many people, and why so many blacks have left Chicago, because of the ignorance amongst the youth, and they get it from the older people. The people that's born in their 70s that's running and hiding and leaving town, and they about to leave Chicago. Now y'all scared of the YNs. Y'all scared of the YNs now because after y'all done started all this shit, you know. Started all that shit. Oh, we left that alone. That's our past. That's from when we was teenagers, when we was kids, when we was younger, in our 20s. You know, you have a lot of that going on. So when you come to Chicago, like if you're a visitor or a tourist, you can go as you please, really. You can go as you please, but it's good. You know, our food is good. Try the new restaurants and everything. It's just about, like, if you have any talent, any skills, just keep that to yourself, because this is a city. It's a mixture of San Francisco, and Atlanta. Then you got Philly and Detroit. Chicago is all them cities in one. All them bad cities when they were in their prime of being bad, like the number one cities for crime rate. So, oh my God, this stuff is like Chicago. I mean, it used to be the fun, the house festivals, the juke parties, the go to the rink on 87, or go to all these DJs parties. There's all these dance groups going against each other. It was fun. You know, it ain't never been a town where it was a hip hop city, where it was a rap, known for rap and hip hop. We was just known for dancing, partying, and all good food, you know. But now you can't even do that in the new Chicago, which is why I titled my documentary "The City of Hate," because Chicago is not Chicago no more. The people that's left us down in Chicago, not saying they all, because my family is still down here. I'm not gonna say all, but you got a lot. You got to protect your energy. I'm just gonna say it like that. You have to protect your energy, because you got a lot of positive people. That aura is bright. You know, like myself, you have a lot of positive people. A lot of the people that want to get money, want to receive money. And you got a lot of motherfuckers that just don't want to see you make it. And that's predominantly any black city that's in the U.S. Also, when people came to Chicago, when they migrated from the South, they came from out West. Blacks was only allowed to be out West in Chicago, because the Southsiders was mostly predominantly white. So when the blacks from out West started moving south, they started migrating to the suburbs. And a lot of other people from other cities have said the same thing that was going on in the city, which was the white flight. They was, as soon as they seen the minority moving in their neighborhood, they would run to the suburbs to get away. The racist people, not, you know, I don't want to live next to a nigger or a Mexican, so let them live by each other. We getting away from these people. They no good, you know. Also, my grandmother, it took me till I was a teenager for her to reveal that she was from the West Side. She told me she did not want people to know she was from the West Side. She stated that how she didn't want people to know. She didn't want people to think she was no cook, which is slang for being a drug addict or anything, you know. So that's why the people from the West Side that did move to the South Side, They moved to the south side to get away from the crime rate, the drugs. The west side wasn't like, man, it was like uh, like a heavy flood of heroin, like on the west side, and so the west siders that didn't want to stay out west and become products of their environment, they was considered sellouts. And the people that was actually on drugs, they started saying that, oh, them Southsiders think they better than us when they came from the South to the West Side. So how they think they better than you because they don't want to do drugs? Like my relatives told me, they was just mad. Didn't nobody want to come back out there and get high with their ass. Cat on. We Southsiders now. So it ain't no South and West beef. So don't let the internet and other people tell, oh, the South and West Side don't like each other. Ain't no South and West Side beef. Because guess what? Half the city of Chicago is all related. If I'm lying, I'm dead. Half Chicago is a bunch of cousins. A bunch of cousins that's killing each other and don't even like each other. Oh, you weren't in my grandma's house, so fuck you. We ain't gotta be cool. Shit, I'm right with my homie, my best friend anyway. Shit, I barely know you, so shit, fuck you. And your grandma this, and your auntie this, and that's what's going on in the city of hate. Also, that's what's going on with a lot of these unsolved murders. People cousins is dropping their loads. How you think all these people just got these people loads for out of nowhere, a female? No, they cousins is dropping their loads because they cousins different gangs and different things like that. Then in Chicago, the new city of hate, you have these men that's wearing maxi dresses saying they Muslims, maxi dresses and sandals and fanny packs, granny fanny packs with their little guns up in there, with their little switch up in there, with their sandals and their Muslim dress on, saying they Muslims or whatever, and that they pushing peace, but really they not doing that. They back doing their cousins, their own family members, their own everybody. And I'm not speaking on everybody. I'm speaking for the stuff that I do know. Then you got these women wearing dreads. So you don't know the studs from the people that's straight. And I look up at God like, I know you lying. Cause ain't no way. I know you lying. These people, oh man, these like, be who you are, just live in your truth. But I felt some type of way when I seen a guy, his Muslim, whatever maxi dress was longer than the dress that I had. I'm like, God, I know you lying. These niggas think they Jesus and they think they about to be walking on water next. They think they about to be walking on water next, and I know God looking down like, keep on here, keep on playing. And Jesus probably mad, like, man, I know, I just know these YNs ain't imitate me, saying I was wearing no damn maxi dress with no sandals. Yeah, all right, keep on. Come back and flood this motherfucker. But I know he laugh. I know he be laughing. I know he be laughing at me. I know God be laughing at everybody. Like, let me show you again, stupid. Oh, you don't see the sign and wonder? Okay. Let me show you again. Let me give you another sign and see if you're going to catch on. Let me see if you're going to catch on or not. Stupid. I know God just be like, man, you ain't getting in here like that. Come as you are. Yeah, all right. Come as you are, my ass. Be right, right at the gate. The angel's gonna be right at the gate. Like, I know. Wait a minute. Yeah. Think you going up, gonna drop right back down. But yeah, in the city of hate, you have a lot of talent. If you have a lot of talent, keep your talent to yourself, because you got some people that are prey on your downfall, and that's just not in the city of hate. That's anywhere you go. You ain't even got to be cute. You could be an inch of cute, an inch of ugly, and it's still gonna be attacks, because, and I don't know what's no, I know what's going on, because I'm from Chicago. So, like, in the city of hate, like, you have a lot of, you just have to protect your energy, because you got a lot of bad and you got a lot of good energy. And also, the city of hate, a lot of people don't talk about it. They talk about it. They have footage. This was the place that Martin Luther King was scared to come to. No, he wasn't scared actually to come to this place. He got hit in the head with a brick in Marquette Park. And the Irish Godfather told him, if you come to the city of hate, you may not make it out. He still came. And after that, he was like, he met up with Stokely Carmichael, and he was like, I'm tired of this. I'm about to start fighting back. And then they killed him. That's the story I was actually told. So that's actually the story that I was told. And then you check YouTube if you don't believe anything that's on my documentary. Check YouTube. You can see that I'm speaking all facts, and a lot of people are not going to speak on this. Also, you have a lot of in the city of hate, you have a lot of opportunities here. We have some of the most. We have the #1 talent agencies, just like California and New York. But the thing is, you have to have a referral. Like, we have CAA, we have a lot of the other SAG-AFTRA franchise agencies for just looking for his talent. It depends on you putting yourself out there, you knowing the right people, and you getting a referral from someone that's already in the industry, or you just doing a lot of work to get yourself out there, to get your name and your face notarized. Also in the city of hate, you also have two accents. You had a Chicago accent, like the accent I have. Then in the then also in the city of hate, you have a hood rat accent. Like, working as a teacher, substitute teacher. Oh my God, I know you lying. This lady ain't never talked like this in that school. She ain't even turned the accent off, the hood rat accent off. I'm like, wait a minute here. I know she lying. You're talking aggressively around some kids. I can't even do the hood rat accent, but y'all know it when y'all hear it. The deep, heavy, the just, like, lady, I know you lying when you say you got this degree, because, baby, honey, Chicago accent is kind of a mixture of southern mixed with kind of a little bit heavy, a little bit you know it. People know it when they hear it. Being from Chicago, we talk how we talk. It's no accent. Also in the city of hate, you have a lot of people that are you have a lot of people that, if you look good and you in a city of hate, you have you have a lot of people that are not gonna like you, whether you ugly or cute. It don't really even matter in the city of hate. But all the guys that look good, they had money, that look good, ladies man, they killed them because they was getting too much attention. Oh, you a pretty boy. Oh, we gonna take you out your club because you got money and you a pretty boy and all the females like you. So they ain't got no choice but to mess with us. Kind of the same thing for the females too. All the guys, especially out west, all the guys like this one female. We about to cut her face up. We about to do this to her. Out west and over east. Man, I moved from over east when I was 10 years old. So yeah, it's really only two sides to Chicago. I say two or three sides. You might as well say, because when I lived over east, we always said come over east. We still the south side. Come over east. My older relatives always said come over east. We still the south side. Just come over east. Like when you get to 79, Trimble, Kedzie, Pulaski, Trimble, Holman, and all that other areas. Come southwest. You gotta come southwest, and we got the same streets as some of the same streets as the west side. So it's no south and west. It's no south and west beef because we damn near all cousins anyway. Yeah, and southwest, and I say over east because when you got commercial, that is not the south side. That must they get so wild over there. Yeah, that's the east side. Yep, southwest and east. Yeah, that's the east side. All right. Shit, get back to us commercial and Houston and all them other streets. Oh yeah, them motherfuckers get buck wild. You got you got blacks, you got Mexicans and Puerto Ricans all in one neighborhood with the little feisty attitude and yeah, that's some. Oh yeah, hell yeah. But then you got people like, okay, like you have a lot of famous housing projects from Chicago, but the housing projects were actually named after activists. They wasn't just named just like through a name like they throw the hurricanes, any name, hurricane this, hurricane blah, Ida, hurricane this. So we have a near north, like Sedgwick, Cabrini Greens, but we don't have a north side. Like the north side is like the outskirts of Chicago. That's really like the outskirts because we don't have no Humboldt Park. We got a Humboldt Park area, and that's like west. Then you have Cabrini Greens, and you got Sedgwick. That's near north. That's almost like downtown, like a little downtown project close by the Hillies. Then you have because the north side it's really no north side of Chicago. The north side, I'm telling you, the place that people be hollering north side, but I'm telling them are the most weirdest creatures you'll ever meet and never see. You like, I know you lying. This ain't Chicago. Hell no, it ain't Chicago. It's the outskirts of Chicago, like the suburbs, like the boroughs of New York. You know how New York have a lot of boroughs and suburbs. That's their name that they call the suburbs. I don't know why, but yeah, like the area. Okay, that's the suburbs. So that ain't even Chicago. The language is different. The lingo is different, unless they move from out west. Then you hear the accents. The west side they get a heavier accent, and the south side they get a lighter accent. Stuff over east and out west is kind of damn near the same because they have the same accent. And the west side females, I ain't gonna lie, they thick as hell. And the east side females, they real thick, like super thick, like down south thick. You know, you got thick and lovely, like you got dark and lovely. You got all kind of lovers out here. You got all kind of oogla G's out here. Like, I don't, you ain't hardly fast, sweetheart. You know, and then you got motherfuckers that's uh like the little tapes people used to find, or when their parents used to leave. You got thick and nasty, thick and funky. Then you got you know, don't get me wrong. You get skinny and funky too, you know. But in the city of hate, you have everything. Like for tourists, you all should try our Mao sauce. We have the best Mao sauce. We have the best Jerkville. Like our food is like hands down untouchable. The only place that's really touching us, like it depends on what type of food, like if it's a spicy foods or if you're into Asian foods or whatever type of foods you're into. Um, St. Louis has the best Chinese food, hands down. But Chicago has the best, like everything. So, you know, a lot of people from Chicago are actually, from the city of here, are actually leaders, gang leaders. We set the trend. We have some of the coldest hairstylists. Um, some of the coldest hairstylists that got the whole, she got almost the whole United States doing pinups. Farrah, you know, she one of the coldest hairstylists here. Trendsetter. A lot of trendsetters don't come out of other states and cities. You know, like we got a lot of leaders and powerful people here in the city of Haight. So the city of Haight, we actually are hated all across the board. You know, even people that say, "Oh, I got family in Chicago," they really don't like Chicago people. Like you can go anywhere and they act like they cool. Oh, we love Chicago. But really, in the back of their mind, oh, you think you the shit because you from Chicago. And a lot of the Midwest cities and states, we are actually cousins. Detroit and Chicago, we are cousins. Hey, cousins. Detroit, Chicago, you have Milwaukee, we are cousins. Most people in Milwaukee, we are all cousins. Milwaukee, Madison, Wisconsin, we are cousins. Like Chicago people are almost everywhere now because everybody is spread out because of the cost of living. They raised the cost of living to like California, to almost like California rent. So people are leaving. People are going everywhere you could imagine. A lot of people going to Texas. A lot of people from Chicago going to Texas, Minnesota, and Wisconsin, and Atlanta. Yeah, you have, man, one thing I tell people all the time is if you can make it from down here in the city of Haight, you can make it any place in the world. Because you will have survivor skills that no other place, well, other places have it too, but you will really have survivor skills to be on point at all times. Also in this the city of Haight, you have a lot of the tuition, the high school the college tuition is free. Once a student graduates from a high school that's in Chicago, her tuition is free. Her or he tuition is free. So that is the good thing about Chicago, because a lot of people are leaving Chicago, so they want to make the college tuition free. If you go to a community college, you have to go to one of the city colleges of Chicago to actually get the you don't have to use FAFSA. It's just free for you just because you're a Chicago new high schooler. And I feel like that's really dope. A lot of other cities need to adopt the program, or the program that actually Ron Emanuel started. Also in the city of Haight, we have some of the coldest we have some of the coldest R&B singers and the coldest rappers that come out of Chicago, which is a lot of talent. If you have if you have, just when you come to Chicago or whatever, just make sure you have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and just you continue to take knowing what I'm saying on the documentary, everything into consideration, knowing how to move, and also don't be too thirsty to tell nobody that you're from out of town, because they're going to try to rob you. Out of towners get robbed all the time. Atlanta and Chicago. Oh yeah, you a tourist? Oh yeah, I can show you this. And please don't buy no be from out of town and try to buy no weed from nobody off the streets that you don't know because you smoke weed. Please don't do that. Cause especially where I'm from, OVs, they gonna listen the shit out you. And your parents gonna be like, what happened to my baby, or what happened to my this and that? Because you didn't listen. Proper preparation prevents poor performance.